Good evening. Welcome to Business World. And today we have a very special guest, Mr. Anand Pandey, Vice President Asia Pacific Ortho Clinical Diagnostics. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Kavi. Pleasure to be with you.
Sir, how have the last 100 days been for you and what has been keeping you so busy?
Interesting question. I think the word that comes to my mind is unprecedented. Uh, last last three months, we never even thought a couple of years back that we will be in this kind of a situation where there will be so many people who will get affected. And most importantly for us, that we know that diagnostics plays a very important role in any case in the healthcare, with 70% of the decision getting influenced the by in vitro diagnostics. But today, I think there are two very important things in healthcare. Uh, One is COVID, and the second is diagnostics. How fast you can find out whether the patient has been infected or he has developed an immunity.
Okay, sir. Sir, could you please tell us about the recently developed two antibody tests of Ortho Clinical Diagnostics?
Yes, for sure. So, Ortho is extremely proud to develop a very high quality, 100% specific assays for antibody for both, total antibody and IgG. And I'll give you a brief background before I get into the detail, right? So typically what happens when the patient gets infected, he develops something called antigen, right? Antigen is the first one that appears in the body. After that, the body starts fighting and then develops an antibody. And there are different types of antibodies, IgA, IgM, IgG. So what Ortho has developed is a test for antibody, which helps us to know in which stage the patient is, whether his body is fighting against the antigen or is it an early phase of infection or a later phase of infection. So basically this is done for immunity testing. And different countries are using this antibody testing. We have developed both the antibody tests. One, which is total antibody, which is basically IgA, IgM, and IgG antibodies. And the other one is IgG antibody. So both of these tests are available. And the best part of it is that Ortho has been an innovative company, and we were the first one to launch it globally on a chemiluminescence platform a few months back.
Fantastic, sir. Sir, could you please tell us about the sensitivity and the specificity of the product?
That's a very good question, right? I believe that when you have to measure an accuracy of a test, especially in serology testing, there are two important parts of it. One is sensitivity, and the other one is specificity. Are they equally important? Yes, they are equally important. But sometimes one plays a bigger role than the other, depending upon what kind of test you are doing. So, for example, if you're doing a test for screening the patient, sensitivity plays a very important role because you don't want to miss a person who has been infected and call him uninfected.
Okay, sir.
While when you're testing immunity, specificity plays a very important role. And it's not this and that. Both of them have to be equally good. But specificity is extremely critical in immunity testing because you don't want to label a person as immune if he's not, because otherwise he will roam free and become more vulnerable to the disease. So the assay that Ortho has developed, as I mentioned earlier, also it's a 100% specific assay. We were the first one to get a FDA EUA approval. And the important thing for us is that we have developed a scalability. So as of now, when we are speaking, we can actually give the world 12 million tests, almost 12 million tests a week.
Okay, sir.
That's the kind of scalability that we have developed here globally.
Okay, sir.
countries, one in the US and the other one is in the Europe.
Okay, so how many tests can we conduct per day?
Good question. So, when we look at globally, with the kind of installation that we have, I think roughly we can do between 2 to 3 million tests a day. But when you are specifically talking about India, we have a huge install base in India. And even if we don't install any new instrument, our customers can still do up to 2 million tests in a month.
Okay, sir. Sir, how do antibody, antigen, RT-PCR, TrueNAT tests differ? Their strengths and their limitations?
Again, a very good question. And I think there is a bit of a confusion in the market for what is the usage of antibody test, what is the usage of RT-PCR, particularly for the layman. Healthcare professional, they all understand it very well. So RT-PCR test that we do is basically for antigen testing to identify whether the patient has been infected and what is the triage like. While antibody test, as I mentioned earlier, is for checking whether the person has developed the immunity or not, and what level of immunity and the past infection. So when you look at RT-PCR, it's a great technology. The only thing it needs infrastructure. It needs skilled manpower. It takes time to take the sample. And from a patient perspective, I think two important things. It takes time for the patient to get the result, and getting the sample are also very difficult at times. The way the sample is taken is not very easy for the patient. While antibody tests can be done at mass scale in most of the laboratories easily, and the turnaround time is also fast, so you can get the result within an hour from the time of the sample collection. The other thing which is important is how you collect the samples. So the sample for antibody testing is typically blood samples, which is much easier to draw.
Fantastic, sir. So, which are the new innovative technologies adopted by your company?
Good question, Kavi. I think, Ortho typically has been a very innovative company, not from because of the COVID test that we have developed, or we were the first one to launch, right from the very beginning. And the way we look at it is, how do we reimagine the future? How do we harness the power of reimagination? Way back when we developed the microslide technology, or when we developed the anti-HCV test, or we were the first one to launch anti-D test in the market, we changed the way the testing is being done. So even for when we developed the COVID test, the first thing that we had in our mind was patient. And we decided that the test that we will launch has to be different than the other tests which are either available in the market or may come up in the next few weeks. So we developed a test which is 100% specific, as I mentioned earlier also. And 100% specificity, one more thing is important for us to understand, is that 100% specificity means very high predictive value. What does that mean for a patient is that if you have reported a patient positive, then he can go with a very high confidence that his result will be positive, and it may not turn out to be a false positive.
Okay, sir.
So there are a lot of things that we have done for COVID testing, and then there are still a lot of work that we are doing currently. In fact, recently we got a grant of $800,000 from the US agency to develop the test that we have developed in the past. And there's a lot of work that is being going on. Unfortunately, I can't share it right now, but on COVID itself, we have got massive plans for the future.
Okay, so what is the cost of the antibody rapid test?
Antibody test is typically much more economical and cost effective as compared to RT-PCR. And so importantly, the cost has got different components. Cost is not at what price it is sold at. You have to include the cost of the labor, the cost of logistics, And when you compare all these things, you will find that antibody test is much more cost effective for the patient. But then again, I would go back to the point that it will be a bit unfair to compare these two tests because the usage are very different, isn't it?
Yes, sir. So, who can get the antibody test? Who can get it done?
Yeah, and this is a question that most of the government are still thinking about. What should be the right test and who should get it done. There are different ways to look at it, but the way I think ICMR has given their guidelines are great. What they have suggested is anybody who thinks he's prone to the disease or has got an exposure should go and get the antibody test done. And this is in some of the countries in Europe and US, it's also being used as a go-to work kind of a test. If you are antibody positive, it means you have an antibody in your blood, and you may have some kind of a protection for some time, and therefore you can go to office. So I believe that the healthcare workers who can get infected, the army men, the policemen who are out on the grounds, they should actually get themselves tested if they think it is appropriate.
Okay, sir. Sir, what are your future plans? What do you feel will be the challenges ahead?
Yeah, I think one of the most difficult thing in COVID is to predict which way will it move. And there were a lot of theories that we have put in. The only thing that we can do as a healthcare organization is to provide different ways of testing so that the disease can be diagnosed earlier, and we can do a better prognosis of the disease.
Okay.
There are, as I mentioned earlier, that there are different tests which are available. You have RT-PCR, you have lateral flow test, rapid test, and you have antibody test, serological test. I think the important thing for us, which I personally look at it and call it as 5 A's. How do you make it affordable? How do you make it accessible? How do you make it accurate? And how do you create awareness around it is extremely important for us. And it's not just making the test available. It's also educating the people about it, creating an awareness, and bringing the healthcare professionals together. When I look at Asia Pacific especially, I think we can learn so much from each other. That sometimes you see that Australia is doing something in which can help us in India, or you can see Singapore is doing it in a very different way. So what we are trying to do is bring all the healthcare professionals together through a webinar, give them an opportunity and a platform to discuss it and find out the best solution, because we are still in the discovery mode right now.
Okay, sir. So, does the presence of antibodies indicate that someone cannot be reinfected by COVID?
Again, very good question. Different views. Early days of COVID right now, and I must also say that I'm not a healthcare professional, so I would not be the right person to comment on it. But the early indications that we have heard and seen is that it gives you some kind of a protection, but we don't know for how long.
Okay, sir.
Unlike many other diseases, where we see that once you have developed an antibody, typically you may not have the infection again. But in COVID, it is very, very difficult to predict. But I will leave it to the healthcare professionals to decide.
Okay, sir. So, are there any health concerns to taking the COVID-19 antibody test?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And the reason for this is that it's a very simple test, because you have to simply draw the blood. That can even be done at home.
Yes.
The lab can send the people to collect the samples. So at least I don't see any problem in getting the test done.
Okay, sir. So what do you feel is the need of the hour? Like everything is this, it's chaos everywhere.
Yes, I think different countries are using different approaches, and we can learn from each other. We can learn from New Zealand how they have the infection. We can learn from Australia that how they reduce the infection, but again that it picked up yesterday, and they have actually closed down the borders in Victoria, which is Melbourne.
Okay.
So my belief is there are a couple of strategies that should work. One is what government has been suggesting us, right? Precaution and caution and caution and caution, right? Do whatever government is suggesting. Wear masks and keep distance. These kind of stuff. The other thing which will also work out well is testing. Unless we test, we will not know how many people got infected. And I really appreciate the way ICMR has put in their guidelines. They're very, very clear. The strategies are brilliant, I would say. And how they have allowed the laboratories to run the test. And I think of late, though I'm far from India, but what I understand is that ICMR has now allowed the laboratories to run the antibody test freely, and anybody and everybody can go and get the test done. I think it's a brilliant strategy. And there's no one success formula, right? Different countries have used different methods. Some of the strategies have worked, some of the strategies have not worked, and it's still early phase.
Okay, so my last question, how long do you think this pandemic will last?
I won't be able to answer that at all.
Okay, sir.
I'm very optimistic that the way the government of India is approaching it, that it will get controlled sooner than later. But our experience in other countries has been very different. And my belief is that we are learning about it every day. Every day, even for us as an organization and as a professional, every day we get to know about something new about COVID. And I'm sure that government of India is a very fast learner, and the way they are approaching it, we will be able to control it faster than what we think.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And we're very grateful you took out some time and did this interview with us. It was a pleasure, sir.
Thank you, Kavit. Always good to talk to you. Thank you.